this lecture number 10, we will solve few numericals on experimental determination of vapor diffusivity. So in the previous lecture, we have derived an expression for Stephen experiment, which uses an Arnold cell. So we derived an expression to determine the vapor diffusivity, in which we have assumed some pseudo steady state approximation, because the level of the liquid is always changing with respect to time, but it is very slow. So hence we have made that a pseudo steady state approximation is valued for the system. That means the moment the level has changed and equilibrium is established between the liquid and vapor. Okay, so then only this relationship between partial pressure and vapor pressure can be utilized. Okay, so if it is a pure liquid, we are going to have partial pressure is equal to vapor pressure into mole fraction. So if it is pure solvent, mole fraction is 1, so we can take partial pressure to be vapor pressure to be partial pressure. Okay, so coming to this lecture number 10, so we will solve few numericals on experimental determination of vapor diffusivity. So first, before that, we can sometimes the values are given instead of partial pressure, we can even substitute the values in terms of mole fraction. Okay, so first we can have that expression, because in the derivation of flux expression for gases, I have told you always we can replace the concentration terms in terms of partial pressure or partial pressure or mole fraction. Okay, so we should able to have to both forms of the equation. What is the change that is required in the derivation, we should know, because if you refer to your table, I asked you to make for convective flux of A, both cases A diffusing in not diffusive B and equimolar counter diffusion. For gases, you might have written the equation, flux equation in terms of partial pressure as well as mole fraction, right? The same way we should able to make use of this diffusivity expression which we have derived in terms of mole fraction also. Okay, so mole fraction is partial pressure by total pressure, which we can make use. Okay, so we have derived earlier, we have derived this expression, right? So yesterday's class we have derived this expression, which is experimental determination of diffusivity, in which we have rho by m term, rt by p term, z2 square minus z1 square by 2t, so which I have written here. And we have numerator, we have pb logarithmic mean by pa1 minus pa2. So this is the derived expression, right? Assuming pseudo steady state assumption. Okay, and this is the flux equation which we have derived for gases in terms of partial pressure, right? So we taken from the general, we first derived flux equation for gases, means for fluids, then from constant that Na equal to Na by Na plus Nb terms. So we replaced concentration terms with the partial pressure terms or partial pressure terms. Okay, so we have derived this equation, and we in the same way table I asked you to write what is the same equation if it is written in terms of mole fraction, Ya1 minus Ya2 Yb logarithmic mean. So what is it, how we can replace this term, at least we should check, right? So how to replace, if we do this here, we will, I'm doing it here, but actually we are going to make use it in this equation here. Okay, so we can even write for this equation what will be the change if we want to express the driving force in terms of mole fraction. Okay, so how to write that mole fraction? So we know the just basic definitions only, right? So we know that how partial pressure is defined. Pa is equal to Ya into total pressure, right? So similarly, if I write for both Pa1 and Pa2, what I will have? So Pa1 equal to Ya1 into P, Pa2 equal to Ya2 into P. Okay, so if I write Pa1 minus Pa2, so we are going to have P into Ya1 minus Ya2. Okay, so similarly, what will happen to this Pb2? What is Pb? Pb2 is again similarly we can write Pb2 is equal to YB2 into total pressure, PB1 equal to YB1 into total pressure. Then what is PB2 minus PB1? So it is P into YB2 minus YB1. And what is this ln PB2 by PB1 will become? So that will become PB2 is YY. So this P into YB2, P into YB1. So P gets cancelled here, right? So, what is PB logarithmic mean? PB logarithmic mean is equal to PB2 minus PB1 by ln of PB2 minus PB2 divided by PB1, right? So, what happens here? This PB mean is equal to numerator is PB2 minus PB1, which is P into YB2 minus YB1, and denominator is simply ln PB2 by PB1 will become ln YB2 by YB1. Okay, any doubt in this? Simple. We're starting with what is how partial pressure, mole fraction, and total pressure are related. We are arriving at this. Is that okay? So this PB logarithmic mean is equal to total pressure into what is this YB2 minus YB1 divided by ln YB2 by YB1 is nothing but YB logarithmic mean. Okay. So in this equation, PA1 minus PA2 by PB logarithmic mean. What is that? We can replace now. Okay, so we have PA1 minus PA2. So let it be 1, condition 1. Let it be 2. From 1 and 2, what we have PA1 minus PA2 is P into OA1 minus OA2. Am I there in the meeting? Okay, good. Okay, what is happening? So PA1 minus PA2 is P into PA1 minus PA2 is P into YA1 minus YA2, and if you divide this PB logarithmic mean, we are going to have P into YB logarithmic mean, right? So this gets cancelled, which means they are equivalent, right? So PA1 minus PA2 by PB logarithmic mean is equal to YA1 minus YA2 by YB logarithmic mean. Okay. So here we have condition 1, condition 2. So you can substitute that 3 in 1 and 2. You are going to replace this equation and you are going to replace this one to get the required expression in terms of YA1. YA. Okay. So what will be, please write down what is 3 in 1 gives us and what is 3 in 2 gives us. Okay. So NA equal to, earlier we had DAB by Z P by RT. So this will become YA1 minus YA2 divided by YB logarithmic mean. Okay. So this you can add to the table. Okay. Similarly here what will happen? Substituting 3 into, so we get our expression DAB equal to 1 by T rho by M. Okay. So what are the other terms? Z2 square minus Z1 square by 2 into RT by P into, so this will this we are going to have it in reverse, right? Because we have YB mean in the PB mean in the numerator. Okay, so that is it will be in reverse form. So what we can write is OEB logarithmic mean by OA1 minus OA2. Okay, so this is another form because you can directly mole fractions are given instead of partial pressures. You should be able to make use of this equation, okay, to find the diffusivity. Because sometimes total pressure will be given, so we can make use of the mole fractions. Okay. Is 33 mm mercury. So are you getting the same expression?
Yes, sir.
This term is coming because in one source I saw they are not written this term. I think they are wrong. Okay. So now with these expressions, either we may have to use the same. Okay. So this is the standard form which we are going to make use. Okay. Either we will be using this expression or in form of OEB. Okay. So take down this problem. Just we should know the formula means we should able to write all the data first. In this formula, what are the terms available? DAB is there, T is there, rho A is there, MA is there, Z2, Z1, Z2, RTP, PP logarithm, PA1, PA2. So we should able to write what are the given data first, and unknown data can be determined. Sometimes DAB will be given. We have to determine the time, or if time and change in level is given, we will be able to determine diffusivity. Sometimes diffusivity will be given and you will be asked if what will be the time taken for the level to change from Z1 to Z2 will be asked. Okay, so in that case we have to substitute rearrange this equation to write what is t. Take t to the left hand side and dab to the right hand side. You have expression to determine the time required for level change. Okay, so if you look at this problem, so we have a vertical glass tube 1 centimeter in diameter is filled with liquid acetone to a depth of 5 centimeter from the top open end. After 4 hours of operation at 303 Kelvin and at a total pressure of 1 atmosphere, the level dropped by 2 mm. The density of the liquid is 790 kg per meter cube and its vapor pressure is at this given temperature is 303 Kelvin is 288 mm mercury. Neglecting the counter diffusion of air to replace the liquid, calculate the diffusivity of acetone in air. Okay. Now we can first write the given data. As I said in the formula, what are the terms required, we can write down. So in this we need density. What is first define what is A? So here A is acetone, B is air. Okay. So what is the density of this? It is given as 790. We are writing the given data. So density is 790 kg per meter cube. Vapor pressure is given. I can write like PA naught is given equal to 288 mm mercury. Then what is given? Thickness. The level dropped by 2 mm. So first we should know what is Z1. Z1 is 5 centimeters. It is said that the level has dropped by 2 mm. Okay. That means it is 5 centimeter plus 2 mm. right? So that is 4 hours it is given. So they asked us to consider A is diffusing, B is not diffusing, because if air is replacing the liquid means that stagnant zone, whatever we consider. So they are assuming us to have this is a stagnant zone of air. So we need not consider air is replacing the liquid. Okay, so that way only A is diffusing into B. So that our formula is applicable. Okay, so what are the other data given? Acetone molecular weight is not given, you can determine. Okay, what is molecular weight? Okay, so what we have is we have C3H6, 3C are there, 6 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So determine the molecular weight. 12 into 3 plus 6, sorry, 12 into 3 plus 1 into 6 plus 1 into 16 or 16 into 1, whatever. So what is the molecular weight?
54. 54, sir.
54.
Yes, sir.
So we have 54 kg per kg mole.
So
And
58.
yeah, 58 is
Sorry,
correct.
58, sir.
Yeah, 58 is correct value. So we have molecular weight is there, that is MA. Okay, and we know the relationship, partial pressure is equal to vapor pressure into mole fraction. So remember at the surface of the liquid, okay, so that's where vapor pressure is given means at that point here we know PA2 is 0. So PA1 at the surface of the liquid is given by vapor pressure is given, we have mole fraction. So for pure A, XA equal to 1. So we can write this as 288 mm mercury. And how to convert this mercury to kilopascal? 760 mm mercury is 101.325 kilopascal. Okay, so we get PA in terms of kilopascal. So this is actually PA1. Okay, PA2 is 0 kilopascal. So in this total pressure is not mentioned. Okay, 1 atmosphere it is mentioned. So that way we can use 101.325 here. Okay. Anyhow, for unit conversion we have to use of this value only. So PA1 value, what is the value?
38.396.
Any other answers or getting the same?
Yes, sir. Getting the same answer.
Okay. So we have PA1. Then what is PB1? We know PA plus PB equal to total pressure, right? So PB1 equal to total pressure minus partial pressure of A. So total pressure is 101.325 kilopascal minus PA1 is 38.396 kilopascal. So you will get this in kilopascal. Okay, how much?
62.93.
60
2.929.
929 can be written as 93. Okay, so PB1 we have this, and what is PB2? P minus PA2, which is 0. So therefore we have total pressure. What total pressure is 101.325 kilopascal. So why we are doing this PB1 PB2? First of all, so we want this data PA1 minus PA2 is equal to 38.396 minus 0, this much kilopascal, which is same, right? 38.396. And what we want to get from PB1 value and PB2 value? We want to get
PBL.
PB logarithmic mean. So for that, we want what is PB2 minus PB1. What is ln of PB2 by PB1? So PB2 minus PB1 is 101.325 minus 62.93 kilopascal. Okay, and ln of PB2 is 101.325 divided by 62.93 equal to this much kilopascal. So we can get what is PB logarithmic mean. PB logarithmic mean nothing but these two value ratio of PB2 minus PB1 by ln of PB2 by PB1. Substituting this and this here, we get, what is the value? This again is equal to PA1, right? Because again the same. We should get around 38 point.
So 80.61.
PB2 minus PB1.
PB2
Yeah.
minus PB1 is 38.395.
With the final answer.
Yeah, that we can wait. Let us go step by step. So ln PB2, ln value is
80.611.
611. How much?
80.80.
80.
Only, sir, only line value is 0.476.
Is ln of value, no? Okay, this value.
Oh,
Ln of
1.61.
equal to 80.611, right?
no, sir, the final value after dividing. PBLM.
Okay, then this is 1.61, right?
Yes, sir, that is ln of 1.61. That is 0.74. 0.476.
Equal to
0.476.
okay. So substituting both here, 38.396 divided by 0.476. How much we get? That's a final answer, right? You are telling
Yes.
8 point, how much?
80.62.
80.62, right?
Yes.
So this is our PB logarithmic mean value. Okay, now you just write the equation, given equation. So what is the equation we have to use? So we are doing it in partial pressure only. So DAB is given by 1 by T rho by M Z2 square minus Z1 square by 2. Okay, so then what else is there? PB mean PA1 minus PA2. So any other term?
RT by P.
RT by P, right? RT by P. So now we will substitute. We know R value is 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kilomole Kelvin. Temperature, what is the temperature given?
303 Kelvin.
Directly given. If it is given in Celsius, we have to convert to Kelvin. And the total pressure is 1 atmosphere, which is given. We can write 101.325 kilopascal. Same, all should be in the same unit. Okay, that is more important. So we have now density, molecular weight we have determined to be 80. Yeah, how much?
58.
58. Yeah, MEA is 58 kg per kilomole. Density is given. How much?
790 kg per meter cube.
Kg per meter cube. T is also given.
4 hours.
4 hours it is given. So only thing is let us convert to time. 4 hours means 3600 seconds.
Yes, sir.
So 1 hour is 3600 second. Get how much seconds? T value.
14,400.
So we have T equal to 14,400
400.
seconds. Okay, so as I told you, always substitute the values along with their unit so that we can show that it has a unit of meter square per second. Okay, so 1 by T is 14,400 seconds into density is 790 kg per meter cube divided by molecular weight 50 kg per kilomole into that also this should be in meter square meter, right? So that also we should take care in the given data. In the given data I told you that initially it is 5 centimeter, then it is 5 centimeter plus 2 centimeters, 2 mm, right?
Yes.
So that you have to take care. That one is 5 centimeters, which is point into 10 power minus 3, right? 0.005 meters, right? 100 centimeter 1 meter.
Single zero. 0.05 meter.
Yeah, 5 mm means 0.005. 0.05 that's why I always write 100 centimeter 1 meter, so 0.05 meters. Okay, and what is that to 5 centimeter and then 2 mm, so how much it is
0.052.
0.052 meters. Okay, so we can substitute that here. Okay, z2 square is 0.052 square minus 0.05 square by 2 into r value, t value, p value. You can substitute. R is 8.314 kilopascal meter cube. RT by P. T is 303 Kelvin, right? 303 Kelvin. Total pressure is 101.325 kilopascal into that value whatever we have determined. PB mean. So PB logarithmic mean is 80.62 divided by PA1 minus PA2. How much we have determined? 38.396. Show the unit tally. So we have kilopascal, 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 kg, kg. This is also meter square, na? For this 1 meter square is there. So here you have numerator meter cube, meter square, total meter power 5. In the denominator we have meter cube. So only meter cube, meter square and the second are left with. Here I didn't write one thing. Kilomole Kelvin. So Kelvin, Kelvin gets cancelled. Oh, we got carried away. Kelvin, Kelvin gets cancelled. Kilomole, kilomole get cancelled. So we have meter square per second. Please calculate the value. Careful to make use of the brackets wherever necessary. So here 1 meter cube, here 1 meter square, here meter cube. So totally meter power 5 in the numerator, meter cube in the denominator. That's why that gets cancelled to get meter square and second in the denominator. What is the value?
5.035 into 10 to the power minus 6.
Minus 6 or minus 5?
The minus 6.
Okay,
0.035.
into 10 power minus 6.
6.
Okay,
So I am getting 5.18 into 10 power minus 5.
5.18
18.
into 10 power minus
5.
okay. Okay, subject to verification of individual learners. Okay, so procedure is this. So we have make use of this derived formula DAB equal to 1 by T rho by M Z2 square minus Z1 square by 2 RT by P, PB logarithmic mean by PA1 minus PA2. Okay, so substituting you get answer. Yeah, what is this question? Okay, we'll do another problem. So this is the way to solve the problem. We'll go to the next problem. So look at this problem. A vertical glass tube of diameter 0.3 centimeters. We can start writing the given data. Diameter of the tube is given 0.3 centimeters. Is filled with benzene at 30 degrees Celsius to a depth of 2 centimeters from the top end. After 24 hours, the liquid level in the tube has fallen to 2.5 centimeters. You can see half centimeter, it takes 1 day from the top end. Estimate the diffusivity of benzene into air if the air above the liquid surface in the tube is stagnant. So this sentence is given to ensure that A is diffusing, B is non-diffusing. The vapor density and vapor pressure and density of the benzene at 30 degrees Celsius are 60 mm mercury and 800 kg per meter cube respectively. Okay, so first write the given data and solve the problem. Okay, మీరు క్లాస్ తీసుకున్నాను తర్వాత. So first we have to write the given data. So whatever is given, we can write down that. So what are the given data? You can start writing from the formula T. First T is given 24 hours. That is 1 hour 3600 seconds. This much seconds. Okay, and level is given. Initially it is 2 centimeters. Finally it is 2.5 centimeters. Z1 is 2 centimeters. Z2 is 2.5 centimeters. So 100 centimeters is 1 meter. You get meters. This also in meters. So that is 0.02 and 0.05, right? So this is given data, and what else is given? Vapor pressure is given, density is given. Okay. So other data required is density and molecular weight. So what is the density of benzene is given at this given temperature. It is 800 kg per meter cube. Density of A is, so we should first say what is A. A is benzene B is air. Okay, so rho A is 800 kg per meter cube. What is the molecular weight of A? C6H6. That is 12 into 6 plus 1 into 6. How much?
78.
78.
Okay, very good. 78 kg per kg mole. So that is also known. Z2 taken care. R value we know. R value we know 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kilomole Kelvin. Temperature is given as 30 degrees Celsius, which is 273 plus 30 is 303, right? 303 Kelvin. Then what we need? RTP, total pressure is mentioned. Not mentioned, we can take it to be atmospheric pressure. Okay, so total pressure is 1 atmosphere or 101.325 kilopascal assumed. Okay, total pressure taken care. Now we have to look into this part, PB logarithmic in PA1, PA2, for which I think partial pressure, vapor pressure data is given. Vapor pressure is given as 60 mm mercury, right? So that is sufficient for us to get the 4 terms. 60 mm mercury, right? PA0 is given as 60 mm mercury. So please convert to kilopascal. What is the value?
7.99 kPa.
7.99
99.
kilopascal, right? So why we are writing this like this? Because we know that partial pressure is PA0 into mole fraction for pure solvent. So pure liquid, we have XA equal to 1. Okay, so we have PA1 is equal to PA0 into XA1. So we have PA1 equal to PA0 into XA1, which is 1. So we get PA1 value like this. Okay, so if you know PA1 value, parallelly we can get PB1 value also. PB1 is, we know PA1 plus PB1 is total pressure. So total pressure minus PA1 gives us PB1. So 101.325 minus 7.99 gives us the PB1 value. What is that?
93.335.
93.335 kilopascals. And we know that PA2 is, because at the surface we have seen that at the free surface air is flowing, so it is negligible, 0. So PA2 is 0 means PB2 is total pressure minus PA2, which is again 101.325 kilopascal. Okay, so now determine the PB logarithmic mean. We can determine what is PA1 minus PA2. PA1 minus PA2 is 7.99 kilopascal. What is PB2 minus PB1? PB2 is 101.325 minus PA1 is, sorry, PB1 is 93.335. We get this much kilopascal. Calculate.
Ninety-seven 97.27. The final answer, sir, not this one.
Okay, this one you first tell me, then you can tell about PB logarithmic. After this, what do you want is, what will
7.99.
ln PB2 by PB1? How much?
0.082.
much this is? PB2 minus PB1? 94.
7.99.
1.99.
7.99. 7.99. What is the ln of PB2 minus PB2 is 101.325 divided by 93.335.
0.082.
0.082. So then we can write what is PB logarithmic mean given by PB2 minus PB1 by ln of PB2 by PB1, which is 7.99 kilopascal divided by 0.082 gives us PB logarithmic mean. How much?
97.44.
97.44 kilopascal. Okay, so we have PA1 minus PA2 value 7.99. We have PB logarithmic mean value 97.44 kilopascal. So now we can substitute in the equation. So all the given data can be substituted here to get the final answer, right? So DAB is equal to 1 by T. T value we determined, right? There it is. Yeah. How many seconds? T equal to
86400.
86.
400.
Okay, so we have 86,400 seconds into density. This also you can determine and keep separately. Yeah. Density is 800 divided by molecular weight is 78. How much? Or you can substitute here. 800 kg per meter cube divided by 78 kg per kilomole. Okay, so this bracket multiplied by Z2 square minus Z1 square, that is 0.025 square minus 0.02 square by 2, okay, into RT by Z. Okay, so please write in single line so that will be easier to cancel the units, into RT by Z, RT by P. So R is 8.314 kilopascal meter cube kilomole Kelvin. T is 303 Kelvin divided by the total pressure is 101.325 kilopascal into PB logarithmic mean we have determined 97.44 kilopascal divided by PA1 minus PA2, which is 7.99 kilopascal. Check the unit tally. Kelvin, Kelvin, kg mole, kg mole, kg, kg, meter cube, meter cube. So we have the second. We have second here, and then 1 meter square will be this meter square. Okay. So we have meter square and second left out, which means we have substituted everything correctly. Simplify to get DAB value. DAB is equal to this much meter square per second.
So 4.05 into 10 power minus 6.
4.05 into
10 power minus 6.
Okay, have you checked all these values? So you are just following any other answer you are getting, whatever calculation we did. Okay, so this is the value and subject to verification. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay. take on this. The diffusivity of carbon tetrachloride through oxygen is determined in a steady state Stephan experiment. The cell is operated at 273 Kelvin and 755 mm mercury and has a cross sectional area of 0.82 centimeter square. If average length of the diffusion path was 17.1 centimeter and 0.0208 centimeter cube of carbon tetrachloride was evaporated in 10 hours of steady state operation, what is the diffusivity of CCl4 in air? Density and molecular weight are 1.59 gram per cc and 153.82 kg per kilomole respectively. So in this, some data is given differently, right? This much volume is evaporated. That means flux is given, right? How much volume across this length, all these thing data is given. Cross section area is also given. So that means rate of evaporation is given. So we equated two equations, right? In the derivation, we equated rate of evaporation is equal to flux of A. So with that expression, we can get the answer. Understood? Have derived. Please refer to your class notes. Go back to your derivation. You have done the derivation. Somewhere we equated at a steady state. This is equal to this, right? Remember this expression? Dou Z by dou T, rho by A, dAB equal to, this is equal to this. We equated, right? I told you to make use of the cross section area value. If cross section area is A, so this equation is there, you see. In the derivation we have seen the rate of evaporation is equal to this, right? And that should be equal to right hand side flux equation. So this is equal to this. I told you for A is there, this also we can make use. Understood? Rho by M dou Z by dou T into A is equal to A into dAB by into P or TZ, PA1 minus PA2 by PB log alpha. So this itself can be used to get the value because here rate of evaporation is given. Because what is A into dZ? It is volume, right? Time, dt is given, rho by M. So volume is A into dZ. So dV, change in volumetric flow rate, if I say how much volume is lost, it is meter cube per second, right? So how much cc per second is lost, we can make use of this, take from this expression and equate to these two right hand side, and we can arrive at the answer. Refer to your derivation. So we have this expression A into rho A by MA into dZ by dt. So this will have the unit of kg mole per second. And the flux equation, what is the rate? This is equal to flux. Flux, if you want it in the unit of, because flux unit is kg mole per meter square second. So if you multiply by area, you get kg mole per second. Okay. So flux equation, whatever is there, we are multiplying by area to have balance here. Okay. This A into dZ is this is given. How much volume A cross meter square meter, that is meter cube per second is given. Okay. So now what are the given data you can write? So temperature is given 273 Kelvin. pressure is given 755 mm mercury. Remember, usually 760 mm mercury is 1 atmosphere. It is slightly lower than the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so 760 mm mercury into 101.325 kilopascal. Okay, so we get total pressure in terms of kilopascal. It may be slightly lower than 101. Okay, so total pressure is given. What else given? It has a cross section area of 0.82 centimeter square. A is 0.2 centimeter square. 0.82. So we have area, cross section area of the tube is given. Cross section area is this. A centimeter square is given. So this can be converted to meter square. 0.82 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Average length of the diffusion path was 17.1 centimeters and 0.0208 centimeter cube. So that is DSZ value is given. Average diffusion path value is given as this much meters. How much? 17.1 centimeters. That is 0.171 meters. Right? So average diffusion path is given. Then what else is given? And this much was evaporated in 10 hours. So A into DZ is given 0.0208. So this A into dZ by dt value is given. Okay. A into dZ by dt is equal to how much centimeter cube? How much time?
10 hours time.
10 hours time and 0.0208. 0.0208 centimeter cube 10 hours, right? Shall we convert to meter cube and second? We know that 10 power 246 into 10 power minus 6. 1 centimeter cube is 10 power minus 6 meter cube. Okay, so it's 10 power minus 2 whole cube. So 2 into 3, 6. 10 power minus 6 will get this value. Similarly, this is 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So what is the value here? So R gets cancelled. So we have the value in meter cube per second. Then we need this rho by m, right? For rho and m directly given 1.59, 153.82. What is the value for this? We calculated. Yes. How much?
So 5.77 to the power minus 13.
5 point
7
into 10 power minus.
13.
13.
What is this value? Rho by m. Rho by m is given gram per cc in kg per meter cube. We have to multiply by density of water. So 1590 divided by 153.82 gives us rho by m value in kilomole per meter cube.
10.33675.
10 point, just 3 digits sufficient. Tell me.
337.
Okay, 10.337. Okay. So now you can substitute. What else is required? In the right hand side, we have all the data. So now left hand side, we have rho by m, a dz by dt also we have. A value, we have. DAB value, we have to determine, right? So this we have to determine. Total pressure we have, R we have, T we have, Z value we have. Okay, PA1, PA2, PBB we have to get. Is it given? So vapor pressure is given where?
75 mm.
Okay. No, this is total pressure. Average diffusion path is given. CCl4 problem. Okay. So do you have lab?
Yes, sir.
If you want, you can leave. I'll complete the problem myself.
Okay, sir. We have class at 2 now.
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, vapor pressure is 33 mm mercury. Okay, you can complete. Okay, we have vapor pressure of CCl4 is 33 mm mercury.
Sir, vapor pressure we can't be assume like one, na? We have to assume total pressure one.
Total pressure is one atmosphere. Vapor
Okay.
pressure, each substance will have its own value. Yeah, this you can make use.
Means if the in the question is not given, we have to assume one is the
No,
total
no.
pressure.
In that case, it's like literature. Forget about exam. In general, how we will get vapor pressure? We'll make use of anti-ionic equation from the table, right? Reference table ABC constants are there. We can make use of anti-ionic constants, right? Anti-ionic equation can be used to determine the vapor pressure.
Yes.
That is a standard way. Okay. So that is the only thing now left here. So we have vapor pressure is 33 mm. This is again 760 mm into 101.325 kilopascal is equal to how much? 101.325 into 33 divided by
4.39.
4.99.
39.
Okay, kilopascal, right? So same thing we have tried here. PA1 is equal to PA naught into XA1 equal to 1 for pure liquid. So we have PA1 value. So PA1 is 4.399 kilopascal. Therefore PB1 is 101. Here is it given? Total pressure is given something. Yeah, 755. How much is total pressure? 750 divided by 760.
100.658.
99.99, almost 100, right? You can take.
100.658.
Yeah. Okay, so that way instead of 101.325 we have to make use of this. Here P total is 100 kilopascal. Therefore PB1 is P total minus PA1, which is 100 minus 4.399. How much? 100 minus 4.6. How much?
95.60.
95.6 kilopascal, right? Similarly, we know that PA2 is 0. Therefore PB2 is total pressure, which is 100 kilopascal. Okay, so what you can do, we can do PA1 minus PA2 value is this 4.399 minus 0, 4.399 kilopascal. Then PB2 minus PB1 is 100 minus 95, 95.6 kilopascal. We can determine what is PB logarithmic mean. PB2 minus PB1 by ln of PB2 by PB1. So we can keep this also ready. On PB2 by PB1. See, in exam you can directly substitute if you are clear about how you are substituting. But if you want to verify something, we can step by step verification purpose. I am doing this. Okay, separately doing this PB logarithmic mean and substituting there. But always we report PB mean correctly. Even if you don't do these two separately, this should be done. Report PB mean value always.
Yes, sir.
What is ln PB2 is PB2 is 100. PB1 is 95.6. How much is ln of PB2 by PB1?
0.044.
How much is PB logarithmic mean? Almost 100.
Yes, sir. 99.97 around.
So that way, in many cases, if it is very dilute one thing, PB logarithmic mean almost equivalent to 1 only. That's why sometimes when you make mistake of forgetting to add this term, we still get the similar answer. Okay. That's why we ask you to report this separately so that you don't forget to add this term. Now we can substitute in the equation here. So in this, now you have all the expression required to substitute here. Okay. So in this only unknown parameter is DAB, right? So we can substitute to get what is DAB here.
Sir, in the question, sometimes it's given like PB is around 1, means the solution is very dilute. Like,
Yeah. So that's why in that case we are going to make it to be equivalent to that one. When infinite dilution, when you are coming across, there we are what you will be using is density we want to use. If the solvent is water, we will make use of density of the water as 18. So that is the usage of that very dilute solutions like that. If it is mentioned, solvent is water, we will make use of the solvents white because it is very dilute solution. That is YA is very less, right? So many terms. Okay. So left hand side, what is the value? Left hand side rho by m is there. So first term Rho by m is 10.337. I am without unit, I am doing with because of time, but you can always write with time. Okay, then we have this a dz by dt, which is 5.77 into 10 power minus 13 in the left hand side. In the right hand side, a value which will come to the left hand side as denominator, a is 0.82 into 10 power minus 4 into total pressure is 100 kilopascal. So this RTZ will go in the denominator, numerator now. So 8.314 into temperature is 303 Kelvin. 0 degree or how much Kelvin? 273 Kelvin. Okay. So this problem, we have temperature is 273 Kelvin into RTZ will go in the numerator. So RT Z value is approximately given 0.171 meters, right? 0.171 meters into, so this two will go to the other segment. PB logarithmic will be in the numerator, PA1 minus PA2 will be in the denominator. So PA1 minus PA2 value we have calculated to be 4.399. And this PB, if it goes to the left hand side, it will be in the numerator, which we have calculated it to be almost 100, 99.97 kilopascal. Okay, so these all will be equivalent to DAB. So we have DAB is equal to all these terms. So we taken care. Rho by m term is 10.337. A into dz by dt term is 5.77 into 10 power minus 3. So those are left hand side. In the right hand side, except DAB, everything else is taken to the right this side. So we have A in the denominator, dA 0.82 into 10 power minus 4. Total pressure in the denominator 100 kilopascal. RTZ in the numerator 8.314 into 273 Kelvin into 0.173 m. And then PA1 minus PA2 in the denominator. So we have PA1 minus PA2 4.399 kilopascal. Okay. Then PB mean here it is in the denominator. If it goes to the left hand side, it will become numerator. So we have that 99.77 kilopascal. So simplifying, we get DAB value in meter square per second. Rishabh is there.
Yes, sir.
Are you calculating?
Yes, sir. Fine. So 6.5 into 10 to the power 6.
Minus 6.
Sir,
Plus 6 or minus 6?
so plus 6.
That's where we are having some mistake. Okay, so we should get it in minus 6. We will get in the range of 6.52 only. Some mistake we have done in writing the terms. Okay, so maybe here minus 13 is there, which I wrote as the 3.
Oh,
That will take care, I think. Now it will be okay,
yes,
right?
yes.
That's what even I was thinking. So it is minus 7. So minus 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 10 power minus 13. Please correct that. So we will get in the range of 10 power minus 6. Okay, 6 point something into 10 power minus 6.
Yes, sir. 6.50 into 10 to the power minus 6.
6.504
504 into 10 to
into
the power minus 6.
minus 6. Okay. So students can practice another problem yourself. Take a screenshot. We'll complete. Okay. So in this lecture, we have solved few numericals to determine the diffusivity, vapor diffusivity DAB, if level changes with respect to time is given, and we have seen if volume change in a certain time is given, how to solve the problem also. So thank you so much for joining this classroom. In the next lecture, so we will discuss about derivations for variable areas. Okay, so if the area is changing continuously, how to get the flux expression, we'll be discussing in the next lecture. Thank you so much for joining this classroom. If you have any doubts, please contact me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, vapor pressure we can't be assume like 1 na? We have to assume total pressure 1.
Total pressure is one atmosphere. Vapor
If
pressure, each substance will have its own value. Yeah, this you can make use.
means if the in the question is not given, we have to assume 1 is the
No,
total
no.
pressure.
In that case, it's like literature. Forget about exam. In general, how we will get vapor pressure? We'll make use of anti-Yanni equation from the table, right? Reference table ABC constants are there. We can make use of anti-Yanni constants, right? Anti-Yanni equation can be used to determine the vapor pressure. That is a standard way. Okay. So that is the only thing now left here. So we have vapor pressure is 33 mm. This is again 760 mm into 101.325 kilopascal is equal to how much? Divided by
4.39.
yeah, 4.99 kilopascal, right? So the same thing we have right here. 99.99, almost 100, right?
100.
Okay. The 101.35, you have to calculate it. Here total is 100 kilopascal. So PB1 is P total minus PA1, which is 100 minus 4.299. How much? 100 minus 4.6. How much?
95.60.
95.6 kilopascal, right? Similarly, we know that PA2 is 0, therefore PB2 is total pressure, which is 100 kilopascal. Okay, so what you can do, we can do PA1 minus PA2 value is this 4.399 minus 0, 4.399 kilopascal. Then PB2 minus PB1 is 100 minus 95.6 kilopascal. We can determine what is PB logarithmic mean. PB2 minus PB1 by ln of PB2 by PB1. So we can keep this also ready. Ln PB2 by PB1. See, in exam you can directly substitute if you are clear about how you are substituting. But if you want to verify something, we can step by step verification purpose. I am doing this. Okay, separately doing this PB logarithmic mean and substituting there. But always we report PB mean correctly. Even if you don't do these two separately, this should be done. Report PB mean value always.
Yes, sir.
What is ln PB2 is PB2 is 100. PB1 is 95.6. How much is ln of PB2 by PB1?
0.044.
How much is PB logarithmic mean? Almost 100.
Yes, sir. 99.97. around.
So that way, in many cases, if it is very dilute one thing, PB logarithmic mean almost equivalent to 1 only. That's why sometimes when you make mistake of forgetting to add this term, we still get the similar answer. Okay. That's why we ask you to report this separately so that you don't forget to add this term. Now we can substitute in the equation here. So in this, now you have all the expression required to substitute here. Okay. So in this only unknown parameter is DAB, right? So we can substitute to get what is DAB here.
Sir, in the question, sometimes it's given like PB is around 1, means the solution is very dilute. Like,
Yeah. So that's why in that case we are going to make it to be equivalent to that one. When infinite dilution, when you are coming across, there we are what we will be using is density. We want to use, if the solvent is water, we will make use of density of the water as 18. So that is the usage of that very dilute solutions, like that if it is mentioned. Solvent is water, we will make use of the solvents Y, because it is very dilute solution. That is Ya is very less, right? So many terms. Okay. So left hand side, what is the value? Left hand side rho by m is there. So first term rho by m is 10.337. I am without unit. I am doing with because of time, but you can always write with time. Okay. Then we have this A dz by dt, which is 5.77 into 10 power minus 13 in the left hand side. In the right hand side, A value which will come to the left hand side as denominator. A is 0.82 into 10 power minus 4 into total pressure is 100 kilopascal. So this RTZ will go in the denominator, numerator now. So 8.314 into temperature is 303 Kelvin. 0 degree or how much Kelvin? 273 Kelvin. Okay. So this problem, we have temperature is 273 Kelvin into RTZ will go in the numerator. So RT Z value is approximately given 0.171 meters, right? 0.171 meters into, so this two will go to the other segment. PB logarithm will be in the numerator, PA1 minus PA2 will be in the denominator. So PA1 minus PA2 value we have calculated to be 4.399. And this PB, if it goes to the left hand side, it will be in the numerator, which we have calculated it to be almost 99.97 kilopascal. Okay, so these all will be equivalent to DAB. So we have DAB is equal to all these terms. So we taken care. Rho by m term is 10.337. A into dz by dt term is 5.77 into 10 power minus 3. So those are left hand side. In the right hand side, except DAB, everything else is taken to the right this side. So we have A in the denominator, DA 0.82 into 10 power minus 4. Total pressure in the denominator 100 kilopascal. RTZ in the numerator 8.314 into 273 Kelvin into 0.173 m. And then PA1 minus PA2 in the denominator. So we have PA1 minus PA2 4.399 kilopascal. Okay. Then PB mean here it is in the denominator. If it goes to the left hand side, it will become numerator. So we have that 99.7797 kilopascal. So simplifying, we get DAB value in meter square per second. Some mistake we have done in writing the terms. Okay, so maybe here minus 13 is there, which I wrote as 3. That will take care, I think. Now, so it is 10 power minus 13. Please correct that. So we will get in the range of 10 power minus 6. Okay.
Yes, sir. 6.50 into 10 to the power minus 6.
6.504
into 10 to the power minus 6.
Minus 6. Okay. Students can practice another problem yourself. Take a screenshot. We'll complete. Okay. So in this lecture, we have solved few numericals to determine the diffusivity, vapor diffusivity DAB, if level changes with respect to time is given, and we have seen if volume change in a certain time is given, how to solve the problem also. So thank you so much for joining this classroom. In the next lecture, so we will discuss about derivations for variable areas. Okay, so if the area is changing continuously, how to get the flux expression, we will be discussing in the next lecture. Thank you so much for joining this classroom. If you have any doubts, please contact me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.